Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides bringing you my BioShock wrench-only run on Survivor difficulty without using Vita-Chambers. Today we are doing level 11, Point Prometheus. And this is going to be the level where we're going to get a huge upgrade. This is the very level where you become a Big Daddy, and one of those particular upgrades gives you 25% extra defense. And then after this level, it's of course Proving Grounds, which I just the biggest fan of, mainly because sometimes the game breaks and glitches and the little sisters, have those bugs and those problems and what have you. Also, something I didn't do is I went straight for the boots, but I didn't actually go and pick up the Big Daddy thing. As you can see right there, I was going toward it, but then my brain, I don't know what I was thinking, so I kind of left this in. It's just kind of, I guess, a goof. I just didn't bother with loading it, edit it out, really. But, yeah, it's left in. Oh, well. But yeah, like a numbskull, I decided to go ahead and go through and try to get the boots, but I'm like, where the fuck are they? What happened? Is the game broken? And I'm like, wait a minute. It took me a minute or two, but I'm like, wait. I never even, went to the Big Daddy to get the thing set up in the first place, because you have to actually click on the Big Daddy itself, and then you're allowed to do it. So this is just a case of me ignoring the quest marker that I have up. This is why usually I have quest arrow up, just in case, because sometimes I kind of just think a few steps ahead. I played BioShock so much that my brain just immediately jumps to wait a minute, I'm supposed to do this, and then I don't do it because that's just how I am. So yeah, as you saw earlier, at first I started off and I just shocked one of the security bots and then took him with me because why not? Extra protection at any cost is always kind of nice, especially in a wrench-only run where I can't even use guns. So having those extra bit of guns around me that I'm not using myself helps. However, in a purist run, which would be kind of neat to do one day, I think in a purist run, you probably couldn't be able to use security bots or anything like that, which would make sense. Hell, if you wanted to make it harder on yourself, you could always do a mode where you could wrench only pacifist, or maybe you'd have to not destroy turrets or something like that, maybe, or you're not allowed to hack things. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, an absolute pacifist run would be pretty neat to see, where you just destroy nothing and you just hurt nobody, unless you absolutely have to. We'll just call it the self-defense run, I guess, if anything. Would using insect swarm count against it though? Because yeah, they're coming out of you, but they're also attacking the enemies. I mean, granted, with incinerate, you're actually shooting the fire at somebody, so they're gonna die that way. Because I was thinking, how are you going to be able to do the Fort Frolic mandatory fight? Especially with Fontaine as well. How are you going to, mostly pacifist through that if you basically just can't? I mean, granted, you could spend the time to let them kill each other, but that's just a lot of time and effort. But then again, that's what a pacifist probably is at that point. So, who knows? For those that are curious, you have to pick up, I believe, 3 pheromones, which you can find you can find a bunch more up in the kindergarten area, pretty much, the schooling area, which is where we're at, actually. The educational facility, I know, I was a few minutes late on that one. But upstairs, you can find them, so if you're curious as to where that's at, there you go. But that door right there, you can get into, but you have to go from above to jump down there, for those that are wondering. Also, having 2 bots on you at all times is just kind of annoying, especially in these crowded areas. Bots, I've never really been that, big of a fan of having around me, but I usually just bring them with, just in case, because why not? Again, having an extra bit of protection is always nice. But for getting a Big Daddy suit, we need 3 pheromone, we need the boots, we need the voice changer, we need the helmet, and we need the suit itself. And then after that, we're pretty much good. You don't need the gloves. I think the reason why you don't have gloves is probably because, you're running around with your hands already, so, why even bother with creating that regardless? Also, I'm looking at Steam, and I just randomly have BioShock on Steam over here. I don't have it installed right now, but I just have it just randomly here, and it says there's 122 collectible audio diaries, and it's damn, I don't remember there being that much yet. So I was gonna look for something on Steam, but I can't remember what it was. It's on my head. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it might have been something to do with BioShock, right? Maybe? No, probably not. No, I don't think I do anything with BioShock. Yeah. Of course, here's the interesting thing. There's Patrick and Mora. This is a thing in BioShock that you can find. It's like a little, you know, picture advertisement, which is also kind of funny how like Atlas used them. So if you're kind of like keen eye for that type of stuff, you can find, you know, you can find out a lot of interesting things about the game. Like you can see a lot of nice secrets and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know why I'm looking through all this. There was something I wanted to look for specifically, but I can't remember off the top of my head. All I know is at this level, at least, you know, I kind of mostly blasted through it. So there's that. I don't know. I don't know. My train of thought had just disappeared all of a sudden. Maybe I'm thinking of my videos, because I think I know what it was. I wanted to make space so I could play Battlefield 3, but I don't have enough space. And the reason why is because I have to upload all these videos. So, luckily, these videos, BioShock, I'm putting on a USB device, and then having them be uploaded that way, so I can just save, you know, space and what have you. But like I recorded all of like episode Shadow, so that's done and over with, and I want to try to get them all uploaded and then, you know, delete them and make space, because OBS takes up a lot of space. Like Elgato takes up a few gigs each video, but for the most part, it's only like 3 or so gigs. Meanwhile, something like, you know, I'm gonna go look real quick just to see. Okay, so I already told you guys we're recording God of War. You know, you'll see when I get there or whatever. 2 gigs for God of War Episode 1, which was recorded with Elgato. For the Shadow thing, it was about, okay, it's about a gig, so it's not as bad as I thought it was. Alright, about 2K. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. I thought for some reason OBS just did so much more, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it's Elgato that's the one that has so much damn things on it. But still, each one of these, that's like already like 11 gigs, 20 gigs, you know, with all the freaking videos, and there's just a ton of other videos that I have recorded that are dumb and pointless, but that's just me. But there's so much. I gotta make room. I gotta figure out what the hell I need to delete to make room for these fucking things. And there's so many games I have to like continue playing and what have you, and this one that I don't. Incision is one of them. I don't really care about Incision that much. Like, it started getting a bit better, but then now it's, I don't know, like at the beginning that game was just kind of a little hard to get into for me. I just wasn't liking it. Oh god, I have Left 4 Dead 2 that was like 13 gigs big. Yeah, a lot of these games over here I don't even really play right now. Hey, if you guys want like a cool, fun, kind of like retro shooter, because you know me, I like my boomer shooters. Forgive Me Father, I don't think I've talked about that one very much, but that one's a pretty damn fun one. And of course, you know, if you're looking for another fun game, you know, Dusk and Cultic are pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot I have RE4. I got like RE4 like pretty much just goddamn near everywhere, man. It's just ridiculous. Wait, why is... Hang on just a second. I put Neptunia Shooter in the shooter category, which it is. But I also put it in my miscellaneous category too, which I don't think, it does not belong there. So, oops. I forgot you could actually put these things in like double different spots and what have you. Oh, fucking son of a world. I really want to finish this damn thing so I can just at least be damn well over with the damn thing, so. What? Something with a Walmart vibe? What the fuck? I got lucky enough to actually be able to download the DLC for Lost World on the Wii U before everything shut down. I know they shut down like the being able to like buy stuff thing, but Yeah. Also, by the way, for anybody that's wondering, like, why don't I just talk about the game specifically? I think I said it before, and I'll say it again, but I really don't talk about what's going on in the video because this is just a run. I mean, you know, there's not much tips and advice I can give you besides just ignore mostly everything. And you should be fine. But anyway, that's it for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time when we do the Proving Grounds. So as always, take care, everybody.